Great to have you with us here on CNBC TV 18. It's very interesting that we're doing this interview at a time when you are currently looking at international expansion. Facilio is taking the concept of digitally run facilities management across the world. But very interestingly enough, you began in Dubai, at a time when you were actually headquartered in the United States. So what was the Dubai story all about, and why do you see that market as being one of the most stronger ones that you've had to contend with in recent times?
Yeah. So if you look at our market, we're all about facilities, buildings. And Dubai is a place where in the last few decades, it has grown up into a huge city full of very modern, different kind of facilities. And as a country itself is a very aspirational place where you have a demographic of population moving from other places into Dubai, and everybody is very aspirational. They want to bring the best in the world into Dubai, and they are open for experiment and very open for startup like us. So we chose Dubai as a starting market to start what we are building.
And it's very interesting you say that Dubai was a start in many ways, largely in the field of facility management. I know for a fact that you run operations here in India. You're headquartered, of course, in the United States, in New York City. And there is a massive market around the world for facility management itself. But very specifically, as far as Dubai is concerned, there's also an interesting and a fledgling market when it comes to smart living. And in that sense, smart living as a service, SLAAS, is also finding a lot of traction in that market. Just take me to the kind of potential that the Middle East has when it comes to smart living and the kind of potential work that can happen there as far as that segment is concerned.
Yeah. So if you look at Dubai, quality of living is one of their major focus. Because of the demographics, you have people from all over the world coming here. And Dubai, as the government, they are striving towards creating an environment where people can come here, live in a very happy, smarter way.
Right.
So everything they do, even a lot of government initiative is driven towards that model. So what we do, we make facilities better, we make facilities smarter. Facilities could be your homes or office or your entertainment area. So our story rightly fits into the whole smart living as service vision of Dubai.
Right. And of course, more recently, you inked an agreement with the DEWA to actually bring about smart living as a service within the Dubai market itself. And very interestingly, you have a number of segments that you are operating in. Not only are you having smart living, but smart offices. There's, of course, also smart indicators surrounding air quality, water quality. What are the segments that you're looking at, and what kind of market potential do you see within the Dubai market itself as far as these multiple segments are concerned?
Yeah. So we have signed a MOU with Dubai government, specifically with subsidiary of DEWA, Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, along with a local partner. So that is part of Dubai's vision of this Dubai 10X. There is a concept where Dubai wants to bring technology that are 10 years ahead into the country.
Right.
So Digital X, which is we are part of, is part of the Dubai 10X vision to bring technology that are 10 years ahead into Dubai. Okay. So as part of it, currently we are working on broadly around 4 verticals. One is smart home / smart office, then smarter healthcare when it comes to more like environmental monitoring, air quality monitoring, water quality monitoring, smarter sustainability. How do you bring energy efficiency into buildings, and smarter security and surveillance.
Right.
So these are the broad areas where we are involved, and Facilio's technology is being used to create applications that can be deployed across Dubai to broadly enable smart living as service in Dubai.
Right. So correct me if I'm wrong then, all these smart living services from the home, from the office, in swimming pools, air indicators, air conditioning in schools will all operate on the Digital X platform. And there is, of course, a provision for users to actually go about creating profiles for themselves. It pretty much is a service that can be, accessed by residents of Dubai in a way. Break that down for me. How does it work?
Yeah. So we are the technology powering this. Our cloud platform will enable all these services. And our platform is deployed within one of government's data center called Moro Hub, which is a very highly secure data center located in Dubai. And we enable these applications. They are going to be used by both end users, either home users or small businesses, and also larger businesses in case of energy management as service. This will be offered to larger businesses also. So it's a mix of end users and businesses. Everybody will use the apps that we enable as part of this initiative.
Right. So, as far as DigitalX is concerned now, I'm given to understand you have, some targets set for yourselves in terms of what kind of market you want to capture within Dubai and the Middle East, of course, in terms of all the other Emirates in the UAE. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The target really is 900,000 homes. That's what you're targeting, 10% of the market share?
So if you look at 4 verticals, there are different targets. One is for the consumer market, home/office. Currently, there are more than 900,000 homes. That is the target market.
Right.
And Diva is anyway touching all these homes. And offices, I guess anywhere between 30 to 40,000 individual offices are there. That is for the home automation and office market. So when it comes to air quality monitoring, like swimming pool, overhead water tanks, every facility in Dubai is a target market, because either they have an overhead water tank or they have swimming pool within them. Energy efficiency, the target is around 30,000 buildings within Dubai in next decade. That is the final target.
Right. And beyond that, now will you move on to the Middle East once you're done with Dubai and the other Emirates as well? What is the game plan and the roadmap with regard to expanding within the UAE outside of Dubai?
Yeah. When it comes to Facilio as such, we are already into multiple Middle East countries. We have operations, customers there. When it comes to the partnership with Diva, this is a model that is being developed. And once it gets matured, the plan for Diva is to take them into other cities within the region.
Right. So how far can you go in terms of capturing a solid market for yourselves within the Middle East and Dubai specifically? Is there potential to go higher? And if yes, how far can you go really with regard to what you can do?
Yes, if you look at what we are bringing into the market, this is a new category of solutions. So where we are leveraging data that is being unused within real estate and using the data to bring additional value, to bring value in terms of better consumer and customer experience, healthier buildings, smarter building.
Right.
And the potential for this is global. So everywhere there are newer facilities coming up, we can go and create value into it.
Right.
So the scope is across the region, we can go and expand.
And it's interesting in terms of what the methodology used to be and now what it can be. For instance, checking the swimming pools indicators in terms of how good the water is would mean running a random test, whereas now your technology will allow real time output of data with regard to various quality parameters surrounding the water's, hygienic levels. So how does that work now, and how much does this change the way things go about being done in the Middle East?
Yeah, again. So the core of what we do is, one is connect, and then get the data, and then use the data to optimize. Earlier, what was done as 4 or 5 different processes is now being seamlessly automated. How do we connect, get the data about either it is air quality, water quality, energy consumption, or any other parameter for that matter. So we are constantly getting data, and then we have at the back end, we have our cloud platform analyzing this data, making sense of data, detecting problems, predicting problems. And then next step is, because we have a suite of applications, we enable every stakeholders who is related to that particular facility.
Right.
In case of home, a homeowner can know that they are having these problems in their water tank.
Right.
In case of office, they can know that their energy consumption is shooting up in the last few days.
And all of this is real data conveyed in real time.
Yes.
And that is, of course, the big differentiator.
Yes, that is a new category of product that we are enabling.
Right.
Earlier, it used to be broken silos, 4 or 5 different apps. Now we are making everything consolidated, everything data-driven.
Right. Prabhu, we're doing this interview, of course, at your Chennai facility here. You're, of course, headquartered in New York. A little over a year ago, in fact, almost exactly a year to be precise, you scored that Series A funding of 6 points. Going forward into the market, where do you hope to get your next round of funding from? When will that be? And how much are you looking at?
From a funding point of view, we're looking at somewhere around like second half of next year is when we'll go out for our expansion, and obviously we'll go for funding. We are also expanding into other regions. Currently, we have been focusing on India, Middle East, and US.
Yes.
Next year, we are going to set up an operations in UK for the European market. We are setting up an office in Singapore as we speak.
Right.
So second half of next year, we'll have to see like where we are, and then based on that.
Right.